Yo, what's going on, FASA? This is your historian, Francis Belches, and I'm joined by my
Ruben Aquino, and we are here with three of FASA's members. Here on the very left, we have Jordan. Say hi, Jordan.
Hello.
Right next to Jordan is Andrew.
What's up?
And then we have Lindsay.
Hello, hello.
Hey, guys. Welcome to the podcast.
There's a theme going on around him.
What's the theme?
What's the theme?
Oh. Well, me and Francis here are Filipino, but our three guests here are not. But they are still a part of the Filipino American Student Association here at UMBC. And I would say that they enjoy their time at the events of FASA. Would you guys say that?
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Like, what made you guys get drawn into FASA? You know, as non-Filipinos.
Want to start?
Start.
Okay.
As a board member in FASA.
Well, talk about even before that.
Yeah, before then, I had a couple of Filipino friends from high school that I met in high school and just were close to them, and they brought me into this org actually. And honestly, I just vibe with them.
Okay, I can go next. So I've always been interested in culture, and I love dancing. And we had semi. If you don't know, it's a dance performance for all Filipino orgs. And yeah, it was just a really fun experience, and I got close to everyone, and I love it here.
Yeah.
I think I went to a GBM, and I think I got invited. It was kind of external push. I was just trying to look for clubs to join, specifically Asian ones, and so I just saw the ad for the first GBM back in the fall semester, and that's how I started to become more part of FASA after meeting everyone, and I liked everyone's vibe. So
Yeah, and you guys are all in different years in college, right? So Jordan, you're a senior.
Mm-hmm.
Baba, junior.
I'm also a senior.
Senior.
It's all good. It's all good.
And Lindsay's
I'm
also
a
a senior.
freshie.
Oh no, she's
I'm
a freshman.
freshie, y'all.
Oh,
Hate to break it to y'all.
as a freshman, did you know people in your high school prior before, or
Oh yeah. There was one or two people that I would know that came to UMBC, but we were not that close. I'd say we weren't very close. So, but it was cool rekindling the relationships after coming back on campus, because you see them a lot more often now.
Yeah.
because thinking back on my freshman year, I think orgs are a great way to really put yourself out there and then make new friends, find a new family type thing. So how have you guys felt welcomed and included in FASA as a non-Filipino?
Why is everyone looking? Okay, oh my gosh, I love everything about FASA. I like just how hospitable everyone is. I really regret joining so late. I'm staying an extra year, not to out myself, but I'm looking forward to spending more time with FASA, and yeah, that's the question.
No, I think you answered it perfectly.
My freshman year, I didn't know about FASA. Not gonna lie, they were very intimidating when I first met them. But when we came back in person after the pandemic, my junior year, I ended up just sitting at a table, and then one day I ended up sitting at the table where FASA heads were at, and they were very welcoming. But it might be because I had a charger.
A charger.
He was the box, bro.
Box.
Yeah.
Baba
Yeah.
box.
He had a box of just an outlet.
Yeah, he had his own surge protector, and it was a box with 4 outlets on it. And if any of you guys go to UMBC, you know that at Commons, there is barely any available outlets, especially if you're trying to study.
Yeah,
So
it's
every
a struggle.
time we were all studying at tables, which you should come by any day of the week, there's always somebody there. But every time we were studying, Andrew would come in with this box that everyone could plug into, and we just kind of camp out there and study for all our exams together.
Yeah.
You know.
A box or
Yeah. It was literally a charging box. Not a charging box. It was an extension cord.
Was it big?
Like a power strip.
Yeah, power
Oh,
strip.
yeah.
It was.
Oh,
But it was a
That's
box.
literally how I met most of the current sophomores of this year. Because
Dang.
they were hovering around me.
We were
They were-
fiending, bro.
You should
They
have
were hella
charged them
friendly.
$5 a person.
I would not have done
Low-key.
that. I would not charge people for that because I could easily just walk to another outlet.
Well, next
Come on,
time.
that's not valid.
Just saying.
Hey, pay by the hour.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
that's easy money.
crazy.
That's easy money right there.
But, oh yeah, I guess I want to build on kind of the question. I think what Andrew was saying is kind of like a little nerve wracking, especially as someone who's not Filipino, to come to an organization where everyone has like connections to other people and like everyone has a familiar background with each other. I think that was pretty nerve wracking initially. But I joined through D6 or like through semi, so it was a little different for me.
Yeah, from my experience, it was also semi.
I think for someone that's an extrovert, it was a little bit easier to like kind of migrate into the group. But I think what was cool was the fact that like some people would know like certain facts about me. And I think what really left the impression was like after like my first day at the GBM, like I came to the next event, a lot of people already knew my name. And I just thought that was very impressionable to me. Like, oh, like they care, like they don't like, you know, like, oh, who's this, who's that? You know what I mean? Like it was kind of like, well, very welcoming, the fact that they just even knew my name, like, you know. So I think that's what really drew me closer. And yeah, I think, and I had lots of fun. Like every time I'm with the heads, I always have a lot of fun. So. And I learned a lot, so I think that's what.
And you're actually a part of the intern program.
Yes, I am.
And also, Bobby, you're a e-board member too, right?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Would you guys want to elaborate on like how like you ended up getting into those like little opportunities or positions for FASA?
Should I go first?
Sure.
Okay.
Anyone can just go.
It started off spring of last year when Pistahan was like first starting up, which is, if you don't know what Pistahan is, it's our culture show, which is a giant play
It's
we
coming
do.
up too.
And it's coming up soon in May, I believe.
In May.
May 13th.
May 13th.
Yeah. So y'all should watch out for more information on the IG. But last year when I was doing it, when I was doing Pistahan, I just really started enjoying hanging out with everyone on the board and just the general body itself. And people encouraged me to do the intern program, which these two are doing right now as well. And it really got me into working in like a big group and working in teams. And it encouraged me to pretty much run for my position, which is PR, public relations, and pretty much just get to connect with not just FASA members, but like orgs outside of campus, other orgs on campus, and just pretty much just expand my network and make new friends.
And you didn't start as a PR intern, right? I remember you were a secretary.
Yeah, I started off as secretary, but my monkey type score was 10 words per minute. That's
Not
an
the monkey type
over-exaggeration.
score.
I was not great at typing, but I was better at connecting with others, I think. That's what they told me. That's what my friends who did push me towards running for PR told me.
Yeah, and I'm his intern. I think I ended up as intern. It started off as a joke. I showed up to I'm friends with a lot of the people on eBoard. I just so happened to be friends with them. And then I got kind of pulled in, and at first it was a joke, like, oh, FASA's intern. And the intern program finally released, and I was like, why don't I just actually like be intern? And I think this was also a chance for me to explore my interests and my hobbies, because I feel like I'm someone that doesn't really know what I like to do for like I always like, you know, like wonder like what are my hobbies, like, so I think now is like a perfect time for me to explore my outlet and what I'm good at and what I'm not. I think that's why I'm PRing. I mean, I'm intern for PR, and I'm also intern for historian, which is definitely something that I was shocked about myself, because I'm not someone that takes videos or photos, but I want to see what was in the water. So yeah.
Yeah, and for the little things that we've given you to do, like the little tasks, you've done great already. So.
Thanks.
And you get to learn a new skill.
Yeah.
That's like a really cool thing about interning for FASA, like secretary. Taking notes. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What else? PR. What do you, as PR chair, what do you give your interns to do?
For right now, captions.
I've done a lot of
Instagram.
captions.
Look out for those.
But since it's a fairly flexible role, I can PR interns will probably maybe help me make a feedback form. I was thinking about doing that for events. So that could be so we could get more general body involvement, and I am planning a service event as well, so look out for that.
Nice.
Ooh, exciting.
For us as historians, just to, you know, get a little inside scoop, when we have interns, we try to help them with like any of their own like personal video or photo projects. So interning under position, isn't necessarily solely for like the benefit of the org, but it's also like you said, a way for people to find different outlets and see where they can like take their own creativity. And for us, we're already like working. We got a lot of stuff in the works for our historian interns. So
Yes.
be on the lookout for the projects that were spearheaded by them. But yeah, like how has like being in FASA like affected your understanding of like the culture in general, of like Filipino culture, or like being like in a culture org in college? Like how has that affected just your understanding or of that?
I can go. It's honestly been really weird. I think as someone who's mixed, I don't really have strong ties to either side because I'm Black, white, and Native American. And it's, you know, just not something I'm used to. So seeing how like close everyone is with their culture and like being able to experience that, it's just pulled me in even further. I love everything. I love the music. I've really gotten interested and have been listening to a lot of Filipino music. Looking at recipes online. Actually, after I joined FASA, my Instagram reels have been nothing but like Filipino culture jokes, and I've really been confused. But then I go like, "What's this?" And they're like, "Haha, this." So now Ista, the fish. Never mind.
Isda. No, actually, that's so facts, because like my entire Instagram reels is just like Filipino comedy with like the or like the little giggle,
little squirrel giggle.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah. I think for me, I've actually had a lot of Filipino friends growing up, especially like towards my late high school years. So it was a lot more easier for me to kind of understand the culture. But it was really cool. Someone who is cultural, I'm Burmese, representing my Burmese sisters and brothers. But as someone that's also from Southeast Asia, like it's really cool seeing like the similarities within your culture and my culture. Yeah, it's very cool. So a lot of times I forget that you guys are Filipino and I think that you guys are Burmese. Like there's many times where I almost like just speak to you in like Burmese or like, you know. So yeah, it's very interesting seeing the similarities. I think that's what makes it a lot more homey for me.
Yeah, a lot of like Southeast Asian countries, it's very like mixed in terms of culture.
Yeah.
It's like there was like a lot of trading back then that happened, and then that like creates a share of like culture. And like one of my good friends, Randy, he's Vietnamese, and then he would show me like some food. I'm like, yo, we have that. Like it's
just called something
that's
different.
humbut, bro.
Yeah. No, next thing you know, is something else.
And it's just very cool.
Yeah, the
Especially,
cultural
like,
bridges and stuff.
like Indonesians sometimes they be like, I hear Indonesians speak and I think they're talking in like Bisaya,
Yeah.
because it sounds so similar, but then I don't understand the words, so I'm like, oh, they're Indonesian.
I would say, if anything, I kind of struggled with appreciating my culture when I was growing up. So seeing the people in this org like loving their culture and all that. I'm Bangladeshi, but I'm a Catholic, so I'm a minority in my country as well. So I can connect a lot of like the religious like connections from the Filipino culture to my own culture as well, which is very comforting actually, because I do feel a slight disconnect with my culture, but being in this org has helped me appreciate it a lot more and want to appreciate culture in general.
Facts.
I think this organization also helped a lot of people, like a lot of non-Filipinos that I've met, realize that like culture isn't just like what you look like or where you're from. You can also just be a part of the culture by like enjoying like what's given. Like culture is all about the community, you know what I mean? So I think a lot of people, they feel like they're like Filipino, or like, you know, they feel very, very close towards the Filipino like culture. And I think that's really cool to see.
I think the more you hang out with people, you're just like, at the end of the day, we're all people.
Yeah.
And we're just vibing. So
we
maybe
all
there's something
bleed
new.
bread, or whatever that thing is. What is the thing? What is the phrase? Bleed red? Yeah. You get the joke.
Yeah. No.
Said eat bread.
We all eat bread. We do.
We also all eat bread.
No, unless
Unless you're gluten allergy, then sucks for you.
What? I mean, for me personally, before I was like e-board, like I once was a general body member. Before, oh my gosh,
Bro,
But
it's
like
time.
I remember like joining like FASA, and like I joined through semi. Like the main thing I went to was the dances, and then I found myself like participating more in the org later on, and then I found like passion for like video and photo later. But seeing like people like just appreciate their culture and be very educated on that, something that we've been really integrating more recently into our like social media accounts, is the cultural aspect of it.
Mhm.
So a lot of our posts feature a lot of just even like small cultural Easter eggs, like little graphic designs that were intentional from our graphic designers, and also our culture chair,
DK.
David Rivera.
David
DK.
Kyle.
Yeah.
David Kyle.
Yes, sir. And it's just like just the amount of appreciation that they have for their own culture almost promotes like other people to take a deeper dive into their own, whether it be Filipino culture or not, or any other
That's
culture.
And like even like Filipinos that join FASA, like I feel like our org is such a way for like others to discover themselves, like especially Filipinos as well. Like I know a couple Filipinos that grew up like not really knowing their culture, and I feel like we do such a good job like making sure that our culture is out there.
Yeah.
Like even for me, like I like to think of myself as someone like that knows a lot about my culture, but then I've also like just being around like other Filipinos, and then our cultural GBMs, like I've also learned a lot.
Yeah, we have I have a friend, and he has many of your friends as well. Yoel. I almost refer to him as Kuya Yoel.
That's
And also,
Kuya right there.
yeah,
bro.
and my Kuya meaning older brother in Tagalog, or basically
That's the
any
same,
Filipino language. But Yoel, when I first met him through my my old roomie Matthew Esguerra, and we were talking to him, and one thing that Matthew and him were talking about is how they wanted to appreciate like Filipino language. So every time that Matthew and Yoel met, they only spoke in Tagalog, and not being very fluent in Tagalog myself, I wanted him to do like the same treatment to me, because Yoel can speak fluently, and I feel like I've been able to like really just like understand it more, and like I just feel like better about myself, because like I'm like taking the time to learn about my roots.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's something I definitely lost in my childhood, and now that I'm getting it back, it's just a great feeling.
Like one thing I'm so thankful for my parents is that they've never let me like lose my sense of culture. Like at home, I'm always speaking Bisaya. Shout out to my Cebuanos. Like,
Hey.
and then even like my big hope, he's also Cebuano, and then we just talk in Bisaya and like talk smack about people in Bisaya, without knowing.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But like I'm so thankful for them to like make like, because I don't know, it kind of makes me sad for like people that like lose their culture. Like they grew up and then they like fully integrated into like the American culture if they move from the Philippines. But like I'm so thankful that my parents didn't let me do that. Like my mom would beat me if I don't know how to speak Bisaya anymore. I'd get kicked out.
And I think you guys like learning more about your own culture, it actually encouraged me to learn more about my own culture as well. I think that's an effect that you guys had on me as well.
I'm really happy to
Yeah.
hear that.
So like like I attend more events now that are more cultural, and I like get more excited because I'm like they're so proud to be Filipino. Like I want to be proud to be Burmese too,
Hey.
Like so I think it's like a lot of like encouragement, and it's just like just in general, like be proud that like we're Asian, like we have culture in us, like what I mean, like there's something I think
like
that's cool. Yeah,
It like rubs off on
It
people
does.
on like
in the best way possible. Yeah.
like you see someone so passionate about their own like selves that like you're like, why can't I be like that?
Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
Agreed.
Yeah, culture can come from anywhere.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, like an ad lib.
Yeah.
You guys talked about a couple events, and you guys have like been to a bunch already. Like, what are you guys' favorite events that we've done? And also like throw out some ideas for future events as well.
If you have any.
Mm.
Ooh, that's
Interns.
a hard question.
Yeah, interns.
I would say my favorite event of this semester was actually DK's cultural event.
Hmm.
Ooh.
That was fun.
He did 4 stations focusing on different aspects of Filipino culture. They had one with food. What was the snack called again?
Oh,
Pastillas.
pastillas.
Pastillas. I love
I missed
pastillas.
Jordan was
That's
on
what I
that.
mean.
That
That's
was
what I
that was the
mean.
one station I missed. I was so mad. I wanted to try some.
Yeah, it was really
Pastillas
yummy.
are so good.
It
Yeah,
was sweet.
and then there was one on the language. What's it called? This is the ancient language that.
I'm talking about the
Oh,
script.
but
Yeah, the
Bye
script.
bye.
Babayan.
Babayan, yeah. And then we learned a song,
Kapampangan.
and
Wasn't it?
we learned about the geography, which was
Are you talking
honestly,
about
I
the
think it
rain?
was cool to see so many different aspects of the Philippine culture shared at
Mm.
once.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool that we had like those different stations and like everybody got a chance to go to that, and also to like everyone loves food. And then
Yeah.
like, DK did a particularly really good job at the singing part. He pulled out a guitar
Oh yeah.
and he like taught everyone the lyrics and then sang with them, and that was just a really nice thing to see. And it was nice seeing a lot of people that weren't Filipino singing in like a language that we can own, and like that was just like you can't help but smile when you see something like that.
DK serenaded me.
Yeah, there was a lot of people that were they were very competitive over the Kahoot. Like,
Yeah,
I thought they
yeah.
knew the culture better than I did at that point.
What's your favorite, Jordan?
I was gonna say, but I didn't actually get to stay very long for that one. But I was really
Oh.
excited for it.
Mm.
Honestly, I've been really busy with school and stuff, so I haven't been able to make it to a bunch. But last semester there was I think it was the last GBM, and it was was it ad libs? Is that what it is?
Oh,
and
those.
we all
Yeah.
had to go up in groups and tell our story that we made, and
Ooh,
we had to act it out.
it was
and
ad libs.
It was the Mad Libs.
Or
Yeah.
Mad Libs.
Mad
Mad
Libs.
Libs.
So I thought that was
Oh.
pretty funny.
I don't think I have a favorite, but the most memorable one was definitely the Halloween, which was
Oh,
in collaboration with CSA.
CSA.
That one was to the day I really liked it because I think it's kind of biased though because I've been wanting to try Halo for the longest time and I finally could try it, so I think that's why that was my favorite. But that was also one of my very first GBMs.
Oh yeah, I remember
It
that.
was my very first.
You can
I
actually-
dressed up as a cow and everything.
Yeah, you can actually check out the YouTube video and you'll see Lindsay there in her costume and all of our
A little
other
cow.
friends at CSA and FASA heads.
Yeah.
You know, you can check that out on our YouTube.
Why were you a cow?
Why?
Yeah, why?
I was scrolling on TikTok and Doja Cat was singing the cow song,
Oh.
and then this girl was like doing a really cool makeup look. So I was like, I want to try and go outside, you know.
It looked cool. I think that was
And
the
then-
first time I like.
But
But the thing,
met
the thing was like, it was on my face for 2 hours beforehand because I was getting ready and stuff, you know.
Mhm.
And I think a lot of it rubbed off. But I tried. It was fun. It was fun just like going outside my comfort
So it
zone.
wasn't like a costume. You were just
No,
it
I was
like
just a
makeup, like- oh,
Yeah, it was just makeup, and I bought ears, but they were bunny ears. I didn't know they were cow ears, but I fooled a lot of people, so I
It
don't
worked.
think I don't think it mattered. It matched the pattern.
Bunny cow.
Yeah, bunny cow. Oh yeah, I
bow.
was a fusion. A bow. That's what I was.
A bow.
A bow. But yeah, that was probably one of my favorites.
What was your favorite, sis?
Me? From like this year?
Sure, yeah.
Trying to remember. Trying to think all the way back. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I think for me was what is it called? I forgot. Coffee house. There we go.
Ooh,
Coffee
coffee
I
house.
really like coffee
That
house.
was
Coffee house was really
fun.
good.
I just blanked right there.
Yeah, we've
Crushed an egg
been.
on my head. That was
Coffee house
fun.
this time?
Yeah.
Or the one where I dressed up as a maid?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ruben was
that
a
was great.
maid.
Honestly, that would probably be my favorite too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you knew, but I actually kind of like dressing up in that maid costume.
He
I
pretended like he did.
I thought it was
though.
fun, and yeah, I was supposed to pretend like I was suffering, but no, I was like
Yeah.
living
He
my
was
best
having-
life.
Yeah, he was
Like they
having
put
fun.
makeup on me and everything.
You
I
felt-
felt like, yeah, I was serving.
Yeah, you were.
Not
you
like
were.
because I was a maid, but like I was serving.
You
Like,
Slave.
you know what I mean? Oh yeah.
I mean, he did. He did. Yeah, serve,
He
yeah.
slayed.
We said, Ruben, can you serve? And he said, yeah.
I mean,
So-
sure. No, but you know, with all of that being said, like, what advice would you guys give to like non-Filipino students or just students in general who are trying to join like culture orgs but don't have necessarily like the word heritage? No, they aren't able to like own that culture, but they still want to join orgs. Like, what would your advice be to them?
don't be nervous. Like seriously, like at the end of the day, just showing up and showing appreciation for someone else's culture is so cool of you. So just vibe, enjoy it. And if you're nervous, bring some friends and don't take anything like super, super seriously. I think at the end of the day, if you're like, oh my gosh, I have to like be perfect and I have to know, because honestly, I felt kind of that way when I joined FASA. I was like, I'm gonna learn Tagalog and I'm gonna wow everyone. I'm gonna like go train in the mountains and come back, and they're gonna be like, wow, how'd you do it? But then reality struck and Tagalog's too hard for me. But yeah, I think I said everything I wanted to.
I gotta say, the best way is literally just talking to people. That can be scary, not gonna lie, but it's literally the first step, because you gotta learn. Just because they're from a different culture doesn't mean they're not interesting. Yeah. And honestly, be willing to learn about other cultures. I think just in general, because being able to appreciate someone else's culture helps appreciating yourself as well, I think.
That's really good.
That was good. I think I was in this position before I joined FASA, because I was like, what if I get bullied because I'm not Filipino and I'm joining a FASA? But my advice is just do it. Literally just do it, because at the end of the day, like, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't really boil down to like if you're Filipino or not. It really does not. It just boils down to like if you had fun or not, the connections you've made, the memories you've made. It's not worth risking all of that or risk to lose all of that. You know what I mean? Just go out, have fun, live a little, meet some people, you know what I mean? And who knows, they might also learn more about your culture as well if you have one, you know, or yourself, because I'm sure you guys have learned a lot about a couple of my stuff and these guys as well. So just do it. It's not a one-way thing. It's a two-way street. So
There's nothing to lose,
literally
Like,
nothing to lose.
but only to gain.
You only win.
Look, I made
W.
friends.
I don't know about that.
All right.
And I had another
Okay,
thing.
intern.
Intern. Another thing I wanted to add was consistency, because like Andrew said, it can be really nerve-wracking that first time you go out and you're like, I don't know anyone, and everyone's kind of hanging out with their friends, and you're like, wow, this is awkward. But then you come back, and then you're like, next time maybe you'll talk to someone, and then you find out you both really like, I don't know,
Anime.
I was just thinking that. So yeah, anime. Wow.
Food.
And then before you know it, you're hanging out like every day, and you're like, wow, you're like a long lost brother, sister, person.
Literally. That was me and Ruben. Yeah, you kept talking to me the first GBM, but I was too shy to talk to you. Cause I was like, he's extrovert as well. And over time, look, we're the same person. Ding. But yeah.
Fellow extrovert.
Yeah, I think Sis was one of the first people I ended up talking to like, from their freshman year, because
I remember.
he's always first one to talk to me. He'd be like, hey, yo, can I use the charger?
Because my phone's always dead. Hold on,
Yeah.
what's my battery check?
Battery check for everyone?
I'm at 16%.
Oh my
Wait,
God.
my
You know what I
phone's
mean?
gone, bro.
Where's that box at?
Yeah, where's that
The
box at?
yeah.
Hey man,
been
my phone is
retired,
gone, but this is
unfortunately.
Oh, wow.
this is a reminder to put your phones away and like enjoy life. Just saying, because that's why I don't have my phone on me.
Go for a
It's
walk.
over there with Bella.
Go outside.
Touch
but-
grass.
Kick some rocks.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw Jordan, or like I like one of my first few memories of it. We were practicing for semi,
That's not
and
good.
we were practicing in pub, and I was on the stairs, and they were like practicing down below, and I was like doing the dance, and then Jordan looks up, and I look down, but we looked at the same time, and we were like, oh hey, and that's literally like how me and Jordan's like friendship started, and after that, like I feel like we've gotten to know each other way better, and like all of our interests is, like just lined up. And you know, not like I was able. Another thing is Jordan would always reach out to me for like song suggestions, and I really
Oh,
loved that and I
yeah.
appreciated that. You know, and it also showed just like how much you like appreciated my culture of anything, and I felt like so appreciated and seen from that. I remember that.
Yeah.
Guys, if you want to like make a Filipino playlist, like I've
Send
been
it to
learning.
Jordan.
I've been getting recommendations.
We
for
did have
everyone.
one up for the summer, right?
Oh yeah, that was
We had
that was
one.
more of a just like
I'll make you a rapper.
a general one, but we could have.
Yeah.
We have an OPM playlist as well somewhere.
We do have
I'll
an
actually
OPM.
be the rapper.
I
You'll
could-
be there.
I could find the OPM playlist we had that DK made.
Ooh,
I just like
DK.
DK.
DK?
DK.
If
DK.
you're listening, please.
You're listening, DK.
No, that's really, I really appreciate
Hey,
that.
DK, if you're not listening, you a fake fan of
That
Tang Talks.
Boo.
Tang Talks on Spotify and Apple Podcasts
And YouTube.
and YouTube.
And YouTube.
W intern.
W intern. But like I've heard you guys' story about like just really coming out of your shell. But like, do you think like FASA like in other ways have impacted your guys' like college life and even like beyond college?
Like personal growth
Yeah.
and like developing like who you are personally.
I can start.
Yeah.
What's it called? Actually, my big shout out to Maggie. Helped me sign up to be an RA for being a resident assistant. So it has helped me be on campus more often and get to connect with so many other people. And honestly, being in this club has boosted up my self confidence a lot. I was a very self conscious person, still am, but not as much, and just more willing to be more human per se. Just less just more willing to make mistakes, to just have fun, be more playful, and just enjoy life a lot more.
That was well said.
Very well said.
Okay, it's my turn. So, yeah,
So cute.
I don't know. I've been hanging out with everyone a lot more, and I've been really learning more about Filipino culture. And I've grown as a person in that I actually am really self-conscious too, but I'm also like a fake extrovert. Like I'll be like yo, and then I'll like also see like,
Fake.
Wow.
recede back into the darkness. But yeah, I think this organization has really taught me to like reach out to people and to like ask those questions, and I feel like we've really built a bond. And yeah, I really look forward to seeing what happens after college. Like I hope that I'm still close to everyone because everyone was cool.
You will be.
FASA alumni.
Possible
So nice.
Also
Oh
nice.
yeah.
roll up.
I think for me, I kind of said it earlier, but me exploring my hobbies, that was like something new. I think I kind of use you guys as a mirror, self-reflection, like what can I improve on, what can I do better. Ooh. So yeah, I think me wanting to explore my hobbies definitely stem from me joining FASA, because I see how a lot of people like Bella are very passionate with what they do, and how, like, you know, and they're very good at it. And so I'm just like, what am I good at? What am I passionate about? So yeah, wanting to explore that side of me, I think FASA helped unlock that door.
What have you found so far?
I like talking.
No, really?
Yeah, I think
That's
I think I really like that
crazy.
one. I think back when I was younger, I really enjoyed videography and cinematography. I never really tapped in like that though. I never like took, you know, no one ever really trained me. I never really watched YouTube videos. I just did it for fun with my iPhone. So I think I'm starting to unlock that little, you know, that little box again with you guys. So
Hey, we're gonna put you
thank
to work.
you. Okay, calm down.
You want something done by Friday.
Oh my god.
We actually wanted like, you know, later today.
Oh, literally today.
If it's
okay.
4, I wanted.
11:59 p.m.
Oh yeah, no. 11:58 actually.
Oh, okay.
Since you asked.
No, that's so valid because I actually like started learning guitar and trying to learn bass guitar. They're expensive though. And
They are.
it's
Yeah, man.
really cool.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was like, wow.
No, yeah, I agree.
Or
Yeah.
like e-board, like because I have gone closer to a lot of e-board members and some GBM.
Mhm.
Not GBM, general body. Wait, yeah.
It is general
Yeah.
Mhm.
as well.
Okay, I'm not tripping. And I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, it makes me want to like take on more responsibility. Like, seeing
Yes.
how much e-board does, like guys, like it's crazy. Like seeing them set up for events, like my
Yeah,
brain
bro.
hurts afterward. And I
They
didn't
put
do
in that
anything.
work
That work.
with the K.
Yeah.
Work.
No, I definitely understand that, because after like joining like eBoard myself, I felt that like I wanted to take on more responsibilities, and like I felt that I felt accomplished after something was done well, and like we were really satisfied with it. And if you know me and sis, we are like perfectionists, and we will not let anything slide until we're like satisfied with it.
Mhm.
And like we won't let like our child leave the house without being
You have a
prepared.
child?
Like any video we
Oh.
make, we treat
Yeah,
it like
that's
it's
the
our child.
yeah.
Sis, you have like 70 now. How many videos?
Yeah, you have like a lot of videos
Yeah, you
under
have a
your
lot of
little
videos.
belt.
I have a lot of children.
Yeah, I think
One's
that's
coming up,
why
too.
we're interning too, because we want to be a part of. Because I want to reach out to more non-Filipino people to
Mhm.
join the club. You know what I mean? And I think we're the examples, and we can definitely push that out. I think shout out to eBoard. They be making it look so fun. I think like taking the responsibilities and seeing the smiles that you guys put on everyone's face. That's worth it.
No agenda is to make it all non-Filipino by the end of.
Yeah, FASA's not gonna be FASA anymore. It's gonna be ASA.
2027.
ASA.
American Student Association.
There you go.
The,
No,
the,
just
FASA
kidding.
the F is silent.
It's like ASA.
So the F just drops.
FASA down.
FASA down.
But yeah.
We said that at the same time. I thought it was cute.
Mm.
Aw.
I think for me, like I got into FASA pretty early, like by like I think it was Halloween where like I really was like putting myself out there and like in terms of helping board, because I remember our last year's freshman rep and new member rep Gabby Flordeliz and JJ Bracamonte.
JJ Brax.
They
True,
texted our freshman group chat. They were like, "Yo, guys, we're gonna need help making some halo halo." And I was like, "I'm down." And I was like one of the first people that like messaged that I was down, and like I got there like even before them. I'm pretty sure. And then like that kind of like just like that whole experience kind of just like blossomed into like doing something more for the org, and then like the intern thing came up last year, and then like I had a bunch of people like tell me like go do historian, because during Halloween I was actually just like randomly I had my camera and I was like, is it okay if I just like take pictures or whatever?
Ooh.
And then they were like, yeah, go ahead. And then that kind of like put them in their minds like that, like, yo, this guy's gonna be like historian one day.
Historian question mark?
Yo, it's not literally. And that was like a cool experience of like just current e-board members pushing like people that like have these interests into like doing something more for the org. I think that's really cool about like e-board as well.
Something very inspiring is seeing the interns take initiative
Mm-hmm.
and just like, you know, just do it because like it feels right, and like, you know, providing like those like little outlets of like creativity and sharing those memories, you know. I remember me and sis we hit the ground running as historians, and you know, one of the first things we did was D6 ball for last year. And when we did that, like a lot of the people they came to us to like see the scores that they made that we were able to capture, and like they were like, wow, I've never seen like something like this. I've never seen myself in this light, and like thank you for that. So that was just something that was really fulfilling, if anything.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of sharing memories, if y'all have any photos or videos, make sure to upload it to the
Photo drive.
Yeah, we have a
Yes.
FASA photo drive. It's everyone can access it. Just upload any pictures that you have during FASA
QR
events.
code right here.
Oh, what? How do we get
And it's
there?
going away
Bye bye.
now. Where'd it go?
Literally, like, just when you start laughing, that's what I do. When I start laughing, I just pull out my phone and start recording. It's worth it. Seeing the recaps that you guys do. Yeah.
Make sure you trust who's.
Oh yeah, one time I cried up during the recaps. I was like, "Oh, this is so cute." I wasn't even a part of it. I was like, "Oh my
You cried?
god!"
Just
Yeah.
wait
Which
for the
one?
I
videos
teared
they
up.
show at
I think it was the most
Pasan.
recent one. The one with Abdi's selfie.
The what?
The one with Abdi's selfie. It was like I think the first spring GBM. That one. Was it that one?
Was it the fall recap?
I believe so. Yeah.
Oh,
That one was really cute. I teared up a little bit. I was like, "Oh,
It made you want to be like part of the memories.
yeah."
Which you do.
It makes you want to be. A
And you
part
can
of it.
be.
Join FASA now.
Click here to join and subscribe and like and favorite.
And make sure you share this video.
Click the bell. Click the bell.
Become a bell bro or
Bell
sis.
bro.
And make sure you share this
person.
video to your favorite grandma, auntie, mom,
Your dog, your cat, your fish.
your
Your
boyfriend,
turtle.
your girlfriend, your friend.
Share it to me. Show me the link. Show me that you're watching.
I love
DK, send the link.
Please.
I love how supportive FASA is of each other. Like even when you're just I keep bringing up Instagram. I have a life, I promise. They just always shout each other out, even if it's something completely unrelated to the organization. Everyone's like, "Yo, go check out their story," or
I agree.
even when you guys are talking about like pulling people in for e-board positions, you
Mhm.
know, because that's like a really cool thing. Yeah, that's my train of thought.
I think it's a very cool thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
think so as
very
well.
cool. Yeah. Yeah, we all support each other, even like outside of the club. You know, like when it comes to school or
Mhm.
personal things, family thing, everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Also, y'all should listen to the song that Ruben produced.
Oh yeah. See?
Thank you.
There you go. Prime example.
It's called
Significant.
Significant.
By Lazy Tunes.
By Lazy Tunes.
Featuring Alyssa.
Alyssa.
QR
And
code
Ruben
above.
engineered it. Because he's an engineer.
Ding, ding, ding.
We said.
Century coming up. You remember that?
We said.
TF2?
We
Anyone?
said,
Oh,
Ruben, come
TF2.
serve. And then he said,
I barely play TF2.
I. Yeah.
Well, I think that wraps up like our episode for today. What do you think, Francis?
Yes.
Well, thank you guys for tuning into FASA Tang Talks episode 4. Be on the lookout. That's episode 1. Be on the lookout for FASA Tang Talks episode 5. We've got a lot of Pistahan stuff coming up. Look out for the videos. Look out for the shorts on the Instagram Reels. Follow us on Instagram for any updates. Join the group me. Put your videos in the drive. DK,
Engage
send me
with
the
us.
link. Send me the link, DK.
Come to the events. Come
Yeah.
talk to us.
Speg night this. Oh,
Oh,
well,
this
by the
Thursday.
time this uploads.
Thursday, March 13, 14, 15, 16.
16.
This March 16th,
Come show up.
2023.
You and me will make spam and eggs together.
Yeah, check the graphic on the Instagram.
By the time
Do you
this
like
goes
my
up,
Riz?
it probably already
Is
finished.
that
But
good, Riz?
wait for the recap in case you
Wait
missed
for
it.
the recap.
Go make yourself some spag. I mean, spam and eggs.
Don't do it by
So you
yourself.
can
Do
feel
it
like
with
you're part of-
us.
Yes.
Well, I mean, yeah, but if you can't make it,
And give me the food.
Give
Feed
sister
me.
food.
Ah.
Just
Spam.
egg
I don't
if
care
you're
about the eggs.
Yeah.
if you can't eat meat,
just egg.
Egg night.
Egg and rice. is
egg
good
night.
together.
Egg night.
If you're
Egg night.
vegan,
Rice night.
Shite.
Rice
Rice
night.
night.
Air night. Water night. Anyways, that wraps up episode 4. Be on the lookout for everything. Come to Pistahan. Every day at tables, we're there. GBM's on Thursday. Bye, everyone.
bye.